Yummy needs me too.
So, when we last left our heroes, having been properly thrown over the side of a waterfall, the party took a moment to recoup while their escortee, Lucy, determined where this mysterious treasure of his lies. And while most of our players were in the same spot, our young friend Eli, being so very small and weighing so very little, drifted a little bit further downstream than the rest. However, Eli was able to survive his ordeal with the help of a wise and somewhat quirky jungle goblin named Rekmesh and his faithful steed Watu the Panther. Regrouping the rest of the party, Rekmesh led them to the grove of a golden serpent, a mystic grove inhabited by a strange golden snake. There they faced a trial of combat in order to gain access to the rest of the place, or the resting place of the mysterious item Lucy searched for. However, the Guardians were simply ill-matched against our heroes, and they were able to gain entrance relatively easily. Inside, another test of will, intelligence, and for some of our party members' patience, the adventurers made it to the final room. It was only there that their hands began to glow the same sigil that it was given to them by Spade the Gravedigger, indicating that they had discovered another tomb of the mortal champions. This champion, Ashanti the Sculptor, took notice that they had been granted the boon of the mortal champions and offered her mithril chiseled daggers in hopes that these new warriors might stop the coming plight. For to the east a great darkness threatens Qatar, and when asked who this threat was, the familiar title, the King from the Jungle, left Ashanti's lips. With the last ounce of her strength, Ashanti transported the party back to the outskirts of Trellis, where Lucy confronted our heroes about the ownership of said artifact, and when it became pretty apparent that the party was not about to hand it over, Lucy and Alara decided instead to confront his employer, Darius Willhunt, about his inner intentions with this object. Seeing it as a pointless endeavor, Lucy left Alara alone with Darius, and in somewhat of a poor lack of judgment, Alara attempted to steal a scroll from Darius's desk, only to end in failure, now trapped in Darius's office, unable to use her magic, and far, far from her companions.
Wow.
Not that far, not that
Yes, just outside!
I just want to say that was a fantastic recap, and you've earned this.
Oh.
Oh yeah, that's part of the whole channel points thing. Okay, guys, ready? Watch right about here. Boom. As you can now see, I have my inspiration right here. So if you see that in the top right-hand corner of anybody's screen, it means they do have inspiration. It should tell you at the top what icons they have available, whether it be the Bardic Inspiration, maybe the Minion tokens, or Inspiration itself.
I love that.
So,
you know,
it's like a video game that you get to watch.
We don't know all the things either that are going to happen.
We've been worried about Sam getting inspiration from the crowd.
That's right. That's right. First time, ladies and gentlemen, in all of D&D history that the DM was the one to actually receive inspiration.
You have to give him right now when I'm in such a shitty position.
Yeah, wait, I kept thinking around guys because of this.
I didn't tell him to do an amazing recap. He just
Not my fault.
Well, thank you kindly. Thank you kindly. So, as the party, for the most part, stands outside of Darius's office, the sun has now begun to set with their familiar hues of pinks and purples off in the sunset. A few moments later, Lucy seems to be emerging from the front door. Unfortunately, Alara does not seem to be following behind.
Do we see Lucy come out?
Oh yeah, you guys are right in front of the front door.
Okay. I want to wait and see
Where's Alara?
which way he goes.
Where's who? What? Lucy's gonna look back and realize that Alara didn't make it out of the house.
He didn't make it out.
Oh, okay, where are we in relation to the building? Sorry, I thought that we were farther away. We're literally right outside.
I wouldn't say you're directly outside. You're probably at most 20 yards away. So you have a full view of the front door. But it's not like you're hanging out, leaning up beside the brick.
And Lucy walked straight up to us?
From what you can see so far, he has just left and has started to make his way outside without Alara in tow.
Okay.
I think it's up to Lucy if he's going to be going directly over to you or not.
If they're in the path of the tavern, yeah, so I'm assuming because it's up from the docks, yeah. I'm going to start walking past them, yeah.
I'm so glad the tavern is not on the left. Otherwise,
So
As you
he's
make your
walking
way
past
down
us
the
like
street, on your way to the tavern once more, you do see the group standing outside, huddled just under a bit of an ever lit lantern that has just sparked into life for the night.
And he's gonna walk past us like he doesn't even see us?
I didn't know that Alara didn't make it out. I was still I walked out before before the door closed behind me. So.
Okay. So you're just
saying that to us?
Why would you walk past us?
I don't like you guys.
Okay.
I don't.
He thinks we stole from him, so it does make sense.
In my mind, you still stole from me. I'm
Yeah. So but I'm just trying to figure out what we're seeing. So we're watching him come out and kind of storm past us without her.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty much. Yep.
Okay, I'll get in his way. I want to be like, whoa, where are you going? Where's Ilara?
Oh, wait, what? And then I'm gonna look around and be like, she may still be talking to the my informant.
You left her in there?
I left. I didn't know that she was still in there. You might want to go get your friend.
yeah, I stopped making my way to the door, knowing Alara. She's probably in trouble. Probably tried to punch someone.
Okay. Without a word said, Alcor begins to storm the front door.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna say, well, good luck, and I'm gonna pat Eli twice.
No. I'm gonna hold on to him and be like, hold on, you're staying with us.
This is Kashmir.
Whatever, princess.
Eli, as you reach outward to grab onto onto Lucy, you step off the small cobblestone curb, and as you do, you feel your foot kick a little bit of something, and as you kick it, a familiar tinking sound of glass. As you look down, there seems to be a potion simply sitting there in a vial. Okay. Looking down on this this strange discovery, you see that it seems to be yellow and a little translucent, which it's very odd that the liquid seems to float to the top of the vial, even when it's upside down.
Okay, Lucy, I'm very upset with you still, but I am distracted.
What is that, magic pea?
I don't know. Who's trying it?
Okay, all joking aside, I really think you should go get your friend. These guys aren't exactly the patient type.
Hold on. You're not curious about this potion? Are we,
oh my god, I'm gonna leave and start following
I'm confused about how the potion works. Is this something like I keep for later? Is this something that out of game?
Mm-hmm.
Someone redeemed a love potion.
Yeah. I know. So is this something that I keep for later, or is this something that I have to use now? I think it's something you just pocket. Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. I wasn't sure.
Add that to your inventory.
Okay, I will add it to my inventory. I'm so sorry, guys.
Add
I just
magic
needed to clarify.
to your inventory.
Well, yeah, you wanted to know if it was something that had to be used right away. If they did.
Yeah.
You should drink it, I think, right away.
Yeah.
See what happens.
Cheers with
I'm gonna
Lucy.
drink it. I'm gonna drink it either as a celebration after we rescue Lara, or to console myself after. In the worst case scenario. Okay.
And we're sharing a room. Good.
Wow.
So I think I'm attempting to hold Lucy back now.
Okay.
I'm not going anywhere. I'm just said.
Oh, okay.
Go help your friend.
Been
Well,
successful.
can you help us help her? We don't really
Why
know
would
what
I
we're dealing
help
with
you?
here.
Go get your friend. I'm gonna get a drink.
Whatever. So who's left? That's Pavo, Ollie, and Trix. Alcor's already gone.
Well,
Oh,
I
I
started
followed Alcor.
following Alcor.
You guys are all following?
I was waiting to see what happened between you and Lucy.
Well, Lucy's being a jerk.
What else is new?
Yeah, I was gonna say like, yep.
Pavo, what do you think? What do we do here?
He seems to be worried about Alara. Let's let him go. Let's go see what he's talking about.
Ollie, what about you?
I'm with Alcor.
You're with
Is this
Alcor?
working?
Okay. I think
Okay.
that it is a good idea to have at least two of us, worst case scenario, on the outside. Because we don't know anything's wrong yet, right?
No, he seems
Yeah.
concerned.
Exactly.
So he would know best if he's concerned. That leads us to believe that there should be something to be concerned about.
Is Ollie still within earshot?
At this point, it looks like Alcor has now opened up the door to the office. Ollie is about 20 yards away from you, about to step through the doorway.
Oh, I don't want to yell anything at him. Okay.
I'm gonna sort of post up in front of the tavern. I'm not going in yet.
Okay.
Mm.
All right. So, as some of you enter into the office, others wait behind, with Lucy with a bit of a curious eye watching on to see really what happens. Alara, standing within Darius's office, you hear the door slam shut. As you do, it startles you for a brief moment, now knowing that you can't use your magic within inside these walls, as no magic has seemed to work as soon as you walk through the threshold. As you steady yourself, ready to take on any kind of confrontation, you feel a swell burst within you for a brief moment and feel inspired. Go ahead and add inspiration to your character sheet.
I'm gonna need it.
So nice.
little bit
Yeah,
low.
thanks. Thanks.
Nicest DM ever.
Don't look at me.
It was
It
the
was all
chat.
our wonderful community that's trying to save your lives.
Damn it.
The universe is impartial. I don't care who lives and dies.
Yeah, I was wondering about that.
Yeah,
Whoa,
same. I
whoa,
was like,
here.
this is out of character.
Yeah, this is weird.
The very robust man sits behind his desk as he leans back, fully noticing what you've just attempted to do, and looks towards you and says, "You ever hear the story about the bear and the honey? He went for it in a hornet's nest. Moral of the story, he didn't get any honey. Unlike those hornets, I'm gonna give you a bit of a chance to explain what the hell you're poking at my nest for."
I feel like we've got off on the wrong foot. I'm Alara. I was just interested in what you are doing here. We met a new person named Lucy. I would say friend, but he's being pretty clear that we're not. So we met Lucy, and he spoke so highly of you. And I just wanted to see what you were all about.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check for me.
I don't want to roll.
Inspiration.
What's the inspiration?
Yeah. What does the inspiration get me? An extra what?
Is it like advantage?
You
or
can
something?
reroll
can
a
reroll.
d20 at any time.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna re-roll that. 'cause
That was a 3.
Thank God.
And our community
Yeah,
saves
let's go.
Alara.
Okay, yes. Ooh, 22. Thank
Nice.
God for the
Me too.
inspiration. Woo!
You saved your butt there.
Darius leans back in his chair and smirks for a moment. You're either pretty stupid or very brave. Either way, I think I might have some use for you. See, here we are, how would you say, a compiler and disseminator of valuable information. And in Trellis, well, ain't nothing worth much more than secrets. Why waste time building an army when you can take out a king in a single day with nothing but words? Anything you want is possible. Riches, power, respect. The world is your oyster when you have the right knowledge. Now, might I ask, Pretel, what you're doing here?
Here in front of you, or like in Qatar in general?
Here in front of me, in Qatar, in my office, at this point in time?
Well, it's kind of a crazy story, really. I mean, I was captured on an island just
Yeah.
ago.
Let's do the crib notes. Let's fast forward past all that part and
Okay.
get to the why you're here.
Well, like I said, we met that person named Lucy, who refuses to be friends with me for whatever reason. And we were trying to help him out. And yeah, it didn't quite work out the way we wanted it to, because frankly, he's kind of weird, and it was his fault. So yeah, and that's why I'm here, because I felt bad, because I thought, he's made it seem like you were really scary, which you definitely are. I mean, you shut doors and stuff and trap people in rooms. And I was just worried that you were gonna be hurt him or be mean to him. So I came here to help him. But again, he left, proving once again he's not one of my friends. So that's where we are right now. That's why I'm here.
And why exactly were you trying to pick something up off my desk?
Because I just wanted to see what was on the paper. I mean, I'm just gonna be honest. That's what it is.
So you just snoop around in people's business, regardless as if they're standing right in front of you or not.
Sometimes I get away with it. It's just
I highly doubt that.
Well, obviously it didn't work with you. I mean, I wasn't trying to steal it and walk away with it. I would just read it. Maybe we could have read it together. I don't know.
Well, I admire your curiosity. It seems you are, like myself, interested in valuable information, yes?
Very much so. I study magic. I love reading and books and knowledge. Knowledge is power.
I couldn't agree with you more.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps there is something that we can work together on.
Okay, what's that?
As he says this, you begin to hear footsteps walking down the hallway. Alcor and the rest. You are now just feet away from Darius's doorstep. What would you like to do?
Do we knock?
If the door's open.
Door is closed.
Well,
Might
try
not
to
be loud.
handle it. Is it locked?
I don't know. Usually when you go to somebody's place, you knock on the door first.
Here, I will knock. And I'll knock.
Okay. From the inside of the room, Darius hears the knock, startling both he and Alara for a moment. Ollie, you hear from the other side, "Yeah, what do you want?"
We're looking for our friend Yulara. You might have seen her. She's very, plucky and loudmouthed.
I'm here. I'm in here.
Oh.
I'm really in here.
These friends of yours?
Yes, they are actually friends. Unless Lucy is with them, which I'm not sure. But if he's there, then he's not our friend.
Good,
He's not here.
Ollie just selling me out.
Well, that's good. It's good that you have a crew. He waves his hand for a brief moment as the door now opens slightly.
Hello? I'll just open it more.
I haven't seen one of you in a very long time. How you doing there, Tin Man?
Not so bad. I'm surprised. I've never seen you.
Well, there. I'm one in a million, as they say. And he takes a long pull off of the cigar in his hands.
Well, I'm
You're,
Ollie Sprocket.
Yeah, Tin Man. Ollie, whatever you want to call yourself, and your merry men behind you. So, Alara, individual who loves knowledge as much as I do. What is it that you and your friends need?
Well, is theoretically or physically? Because physically we need a lot of things. Like one of us is dying right now, kind of potentially. He's got Ollie. You just met him. We really need a healer, and we've been trying to raise some money so that we can pay a healer to get rid of this weird fish scale thing going on. I mean, that's what we need. Emotionally, I just need more friends.
Yeah, well, that's your own problem. Physically, you're in luck, sweetheart. Good old Uncle Darius has come to your rescue.
Yeah, I like this. This sounds
Who's
good.
the one who's dying? Is he here?
Yeah, right. Ollie, right here.
Here, sir.
Just met him.
Come here, Tin Man. Show me where it hurts.
Oh, it doesn't hurt. It's kind of just, a bit of a scaly situation. I haven't always been part fish. I wouldn't like to be any more fish, if you know what I mean.
And you say it's on your hand here?
Is it on my hand?
It is on your hand.
Okay, I'm not sure how. I haven't inspected myself.
Yeah.
This yet.
Bring it closer to
red.
me. Bring it closer to me. And
All right.
you begin to reach your hand out towards Darius, and he looks. Oh, hey, oh! That smells worse than the fish market after sundown. Ugh. Let's push it back a little bit. That looks like a nasty curse, my boy. But let's see what it really is. Darius takes another long draw off his cigar as he holds your hand out. He exhales the smoke directly down onto your hand. And as it does, it begins to circle around your hand for a moment, zagging and zigging around in different ways until there's a translucent bubble of gray mist that completely encompasses your hand. A moment passes before the smoke seems to congregate into this almost sigil-like ruins that begins to glow with different colors within the bubble and starts to dissipate directly into your hand. As each one of the sigils pop down directly on the back of your hand, the side, the bottom, the bubble begins to grow smaller and smaller until the point it is no longer there. Darius once again leans back in his chair. Yeah. You cuss, boy. You know that?
I do, yes.
Well,
Okay.
again, how much luck you're in today. I can help you with that.
Great.
Free of charge. Sound good to
Sounds-
you?
Too good to be true. Yeah.
Yeah, what do you mean by that?
Well, it's not gonna cost you any monetary value. Isn't this what you wanted?
It's not what we expected, but yes.
I mean, not a lot of people trade things for free, so I'm just wondering what you want out of it.
Well, there's, in my line of work, you find that favors are sometimes more valuable than money.
Okay.
I do you a favor, you do me a favor, we're all friends. You said you wanted friends, right? Old Uncle Darius can be your friend. He takes another long drag off his cigar.
Yeah.
Wow. Thank you, Uncle. What do we have to do to start the process?
Don't you worry about it. I'll take care of all of it for you. He puts down his cigar into an ashtray and picks up a small, smooth stone as he clears his throat. Luxo! Get your scrawny gnome tail in here. He puts the stone back down onto the table. A few moments later, you hear the pitter-patter of tiny feet quickly moving down the hallway outside. You hear the click of the lock as the door begins to open. 2 feet from the bottom, a small gnome sticks its head through the doorway. His jet black hair, slicked back, particularly almost looks like it's glued to the top of his head, with a very pronounced widow's peak at the front hairline. 2 buck teeth hanging off the front of his mouth, resting on his bottom lip. You wanted to see me, boss? Luxo, I got an errand for you to run. You go up to Solus Temple, tell Brother Truin that I need a spell scroll to remove curses. Tell him I need it right now. He'll know what that means. Yeah, sure thing, boss. We'll get right on that for you, boss. The small gnome once again disappears on the other side of the door as you hear the handle click behind him as he closes the door.
Does he leave through the front door?
We'll get to that in a second.
Okay.
So, well, now I did yous a favor. Perhaps you can help me out with a favor. There's an individual in town, a competitor, if you will. He's bad for business. I want him gone for good. Now, how you do that is your own prerogative, whether by brawn or by brain. But I want it permanent, and I want it done discreetly. You understand what that means, Tin Man? Discreetly?
Yes. You
Good.
don't want anyone to know about it.
You're a smart one, Metal Man. You're a smart one.
Now, what is this guy's name, and what does he do?
Well, like I said, he's a competitor of sorts. He also brokers the information around town. Very bad for my business, as he cuts into my profits. The guy, he's about as shady as they come. More shady than the bottom of a dry well. His name's Varkus Hornblower. Now, it shouldn't be difficult to come up with some informations on this, guys. Like I said, he's a pretty shady individual. Owns a tavern just down the street. Might as well named it after himself. It's called the Greasy Weasel.
I'm just, not that this is gonna happen, but what happens if, what happens if we can't do it? I'm just curious.
You can't do that? Perhaps the scroll gets lost in transit. You know how cargo works sometimes? Falls off the back of a truck, or not a truck, wagon.
Oh yes, transit can be very unreliable sometimes.
Yeah,
Our
yeah.
boat went down coming here.
Well, yeah, your friend said something about it, but we don't need to talk about that so far. We just need to focus on what's in front of us here and now. That's what's important. You gotta live in the moment, Tin Man.
I agree.
I'm gonna start walking down there and hang out outside of the building and try to listen in from the outside.
Okay.
He walked past us.
He's now kind of very close to you at this point, as you've probably moved a little bit closer on your own towards the front door.
So they've been in there for a while.
And I'm getting curious.
Pavo, are you worried?
I haven't heard anything to be worried about. Figured if there's any commotion, we'd hear something.
Unless he's slitting their throats as I'm walking past them.
I get kind of in his way.
In my way?
Yeah, your way.
Pablo square it up.
As you
Look,
try
I just
and
wanna listen
walk,
in.
as you try and walk up to the front door, Pavo does stand directly in the way, kind of pushing out his bird chest. You watch as his wings kind of expand a little bit more, and clearly a form of intimidation, if you will.
Is this some kind of mating ritual, Pavo?
No, you're gonna stay right here with us, and we will find out together what our friends' fates are, and yours will match.
Yeah, I thought you were going back to the tavern anyway. Why the change of heart?
I'm just curious as to what they're talking about.
Why?
Why?
Because this was supposed to be my employer, and I'm just curious as to what they're talking about. I don't have to give you a reason why.
I think you do.
So let me get this straight. You stole from me, and now what? I'm like a prisoner or something of yours?
Until we know that everything is okay with Ilara and our friends, yeah, kinda.
Yeah, no, that's not going to happen. And I'm going to try to walk directly to the right of Pavo.
I use my quarter
Continue
staff
on.
to trip him.
Go ahead and roll for an attack.
That would be a 17.
Lucy, make a dexterity saving throw for me.
Okay. 5.
As you try and push past the large feathered creature, you don't see the quarterstaff as it somehow slits right between your two legs, flipping you almost over top of yourself, head over ass.
All right. See how it is? Get up and just dust myself off a little bit.
Once he's down, I'm going to attempt to put one of my talons on his chest to hold him down.
Oh, God.
All right.
Pablo's a real hard ass all of a sudden.
I want to
All of a
look
sudden.
around. I want to look around to see if anyone's watching.
Oh, I don't care.
I know, but Eli's loving this, and he sees that you have it very under control. So he's kind of
sure you
allowing
are.
that. But I want to make sure that we're not drawing attention to ourselves. Because we know who Darius is. We know he's shady. We kind of know he's leading an operation. And I don't know. Yeah. Eli's just very wary about who we are getting involved with.
Okay. So first and foremost, I need both Pavo and Lucy to make athletics checks for me.
I thought he was going to say roll initiative.
Initiative? No. Ah, damn. Wish it was accurate.
Pavo, as you place your foot over top of Lucy, he begins to push back on it. You feel a sudden burst of valor kind of run between the back of your wings. You feel quite inspired all of a sudden.
Sweet.
Oh, that couldn't be mine. Come on, Vix.
Well, I won't need to use it. I rolled an 18 plus 1 for athletics. So I got a 19.
I got a 9.
All right, Lucy, as you push back, you realize that this strange, colorful monk clearly has much more discipline and strength over top of your methods. You are now considered grappled.
I'm just gonna kind of do that like Jim Carrey, like writhing on his bed thing, throwing a fit, and then eventually just stop.
You ain't
All
no
right.
Lucy Clawless.
Oh wait,
Amen,
I got this now.
We are
Hang
going
on,
to wait
hang on.
until we hear something for them to come out. I don't trust you in there.
I wasn't gonna go inside. I was gonna listen from the window.
You can listen right here with us.
So,
Not like I got much of a choice.
No.
Well, like we were saying, Lucy, there's no reason that we can't work together here. You can't produce the weapon.
Starting to hope your friends are dead.
I claw just a little bit
Not
when
a
he
wise-
says that.
Yeah.
all right. Eli, kind of laughing off Lucy in his pathetic attempt at intimidation while he lays on the ground. You look around the alley, knowing that now that the ever bright lanterns are starting to glow, that there could be the potential of people overseeing. Go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Oh, someone cares about me.
11.
11. Looking around, it doesn't seem like a lot of people are paying attention, as most are going home for the evening. Some are scattering off towards the taverns. A few people look over, but not anything too out of the ordinary. Out of the corner of your eye, though, you see what you believe is a figure standing off closer to the edge of the alleyway, standing under darkness. When you turn to look, you see just the faintest tip of a dark green cloak as it disappears.
Okay.
Lucy, you, as you continue to push and struggle against the talons of Pavo, you feel a burst of energy, not wanting to look like a bitch. You feel a
Can I use this
surge
energy in a very
energy.
specific way?
You have received inspiration, my friend.
Lovely. Am I still like have free hand movement right now and everything?
Yep. You pretty much just have a giant talon slightly digging into your chest, but it is in the middle of your chest.
I'm gonna cast Charm Person on Pavo.
All right.
Or attempt to.
Okay.
Probably won't
So first I need you to roll just a straight D20 for me.
That's a 7.
7. So
Oh, Lucy.
as
I
you
can't roll for
focus
crap.
as you focus your energies towards Pavo, the whole situation is just your adrenaline's pumping. You're really not sure. You reach out with your hands trying to cast a spell, and you felt this once before as sparks begin to emanate from your fingers.
Oh,
Not
no.
specifically how the spell's supposed to work. Suddenly, a bolt of light continues to stream outward, splashing over top of both you and Pavo for a brief moment. And after a loud crack of arcane energy is heard, you now look down to see a green and red actual bird sitting on your chest.
What the?
I'm gonna actually like just hold him, get up,
Oh, so
dust myself off, and I'm gonna hand Pablo to Jess.
I will place Pavo on the nearest perch,
I'm
I'm chasing him. I'm gonna chase him, and I'm gonna try to like literally tackle him.
Okay. As Lucy playfully runs around in a certain area with Eli chasing behind him, Pavo now sitting on his perch, not exactly sure where the rest of his body went.
Am I still aware of this, or am I?
Does
Am
he
I
have a
conscious?
bird
Oh yeah, you
brain?
100%. You are aware that you are now just essentially a tropical bird.
Wow. Up to this point, I haven't killed a humanoid yet. That's about to change.
Oh shit, are you chirping?
Yep, I'm
Making bird calls.
If that doesn't get Ollie inspiration, I don't know what will.
Oh man, this.
This turned from save Alara to save Pavo real quick.
Pablo's not in danger. He's just a bird.
Yeah, but for
As
how
Lucy-
long?
Oh, he's been a bird.
Ollie's turning
What is
into
this,
a
a
fish.
Pablo?
Pablo's a bird.
Pablo, you're lucky I didn't make it an extended spell. Like I could have made an extended spell. You'd be a bird for like 24 hours. Like at least.
Oh, don't even
Yeah.
try to take credit. This was totally accident on your part.
Of course it was. I have no idea
Trying
what
to
I'm
poop
doing.
on him.
As Eli continues to try and chase down Lucy, back up in the office of Darius. Darius
Halfling
sits
chasing.
back. So, do we have a deal or what?
I have to check with my companions. It sounds like a great deal on my behalf, but I don't speak for the party.
Well, your friends are all right here from what I can see.
Well, not all
What
of
about
them.
you? He points towards Alara.
Well, what if we just say, like, we kind of have a deal, and, like, you know, if we get it done, then we can come back for the scroll. And if not, then, you know, we live our separate lives.
Hey, sounds good to me. But I think you're wasting an opportunity here.
Maybe, but, I mean, killing people is pretty intense.
Oh,
You
hey,
never said
hey,
kill.
oh, I didn't say anything about kill. I just want him to get gone. Whatever way that takes. Again, you gotta remember, kid, secrets and information can make a king get gone from an entire kingdom without putting forth a single sword.
That's definitely true. Just sometimes, you know, I just wonder, what if that king is actually, like, a good person?
Well, trust me, you take this, you'll get to know Varkas,
Okay.
and you'll see he's not as good as a king.
Okay.
So what do you consider a successful job, you know? I just want to be clear on what you expect here. You want him to be out of this city? You want him to be...
I don't
What?
want him around here anymore. However
your-
you decide to do it, that's up to you. But let's be honest. This is my city. This is my market. He's encroaching on that.
All right.
If
you
he
just wanna
gets
know.
gone, then I don't have to worry about it anymore.
there like a time limit or anything? Hello?
Well, it's ask your Tin Man friend here.
Oh, okay. I just meant like on your like you know. I am sure you're really powerful. Are you gonna like I don't know send some assassins after us or something? I'm just trying to just call between
You're
the
taking
lines.
me all wrong, kid. I
Well,
ain't trying to
don't
kill
know.
anybody.
Well, I don't know. The door just shut. You scared me a little bit. You know, I'm just freaked out a little. So, you know, I'm not really sure what's happening. That's all.
Well,
you seem,
you
kinda
seem
nice,
a little
but you were
neurotic.
mean.
I'm not gonna lie.
I am. I definitely am.
So maybe I should talk to the Tin Man for the time being. Tin Man.
May I ask a question?
Of course.
When you examine my curse, you seem to know a bit about curses and how they work.
Yeah.
Did you happen to see how much time I have left?
Not much. It is progressing. And where it's generally localized on the skin, underneath not so much, kid. You got a couple days, if that.
Good to know. I think we should really consider this proposal.
Oh, he said that we can just leave and talk to the group. And if we decide we want to do it, then we do it. We come back, we get your scroll. Yeah?
Okay, that sounds
So
good.
that's all you want is just a scroll? All right.
Well, I don't know. I can't think. I mean, do you have any, like, pretty jewelry or anything?
Do I have any pretty jewelry? You like gold?
Sure. Well, is it sparkly?
The sparkliest.
Okay, yeah.
Maybe I'll throw in a little extra for you.
Okay. I think we could actually be really good friends.
That's what I've been
got off on the
saying,
wrong
kids.
foot.
That's
We
what
got
I've
off
been
on the wrong foot.
saying. You and
Yeah.
me, Alara and old Uncle Darius, will set
Yeah.
the worlds on fire together.
Are we ready? Are we ready for a hug? Are we not there yet?
Let's see how you do with your test, if you will. You help out with this, I'll give you all the hugs in the world.
Classic
Okay.
Alara just trying to push the friendship further way too soon. Okay, we can hug now, right?
Well, it was very nice meeting you. It was a little scary for a second there, but afterwards, it was very nice. And I'll do
I'm a big teddy bear to you. Just don't
Hey,
hug me
hey.
yet, all right?
Hey, what does this Varkas look like?
Well, Varkas, he's a scrawny little guy. Very similar to your friend Lucy. Spindly, not a lot of muscle, kind of awkward. I mean, in fairness, your friend Lucy is a lot better looking, but probably is the age thing. So what I need you to do is, I would say, head down to Varkas's bar. See if you can pick up some details. Go from there. You'll be able to find him. He's the little bit older of a half-elf. Hair not so much there as much anymore. Usually puts it back in the ponytail. But a lot of wealth on the guy. You think your trinkets are good. Wait till you catch his.
Are there a lot of half-elves in Qatar?
There's a lot of everything in Qatar. We're multicultural. We accept everybody. As long as they don't step on our turf.
Okay. What does that mean? Step on your turf? like, is there a perimeter that we should be aware of, or like?
Listen, I'm a little busy still.
Okay.
You get rid of my friend, I'll hear about it.
Okay. Well, we'll just
And then you
back.
come back here, we give you the scroll, we help your friend.
Yeah.
Bada bing, bada boom, everything's done.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Well, let's go have a closer look at this Barkus and his trinkets,
Yeah.
and we'll determine for ourselves what the best course of action is.
Okay.
Hey, and I'm right here if you need any help, but you didn't hear any of this from me, eh? Capiche?
Capiche?
We
Thank
were
you,
never
Uncle
here
Darius.
either.
All right, well, get out of here.
Bye.
Meanwhile, outside.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
As you all leave.
Does anyone else hear, like, what is it? Oh, what's that song called? The Benny Hill music going on in their head right now.
Can I try to? I want to try to like jump onto Lucy's back and because he's a half elf, right? I want to pull his ears.
Oh,
Can I do that?
rude.
All right, well, first
Bring
off,
it.
make an acrobatics check for me.
Okay. Please, 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 dice gods. Damn it! Actually, well, no, it's an 8.
An 8. You continually run up to Lucy to the point of where you're trying your best to catch up, but your small legs just for whatever reason isn't keeping up with him as he continues to run around in a very in a very
You can say mockingly.
Yeah.
mockingly, that's the good word I'm looking for.
Eli
mockingly
is like,
way.
he's comically furious.
I'm fast as fuck, boy.
You think you see for a few brief moments as Lucy does a little one of these for some reason.
Oh.
I'm gonna just start dive bombing him.
I'm just getting attacked by a bird.
So, as the rest of our party walks out from Darius's office, they now see Eli holding on to the bottom of Lucy's foot as he's trying to shake himself, while at the same time waving at a greenish, reddish bird who seems to be trying to peck at him the entire time. No Pavo in sight, though.
Where's Pavo?
Now, what's happening?
I want to. Eli's yelling, "I'll kill you! You turned my friend into a bird! I can't believe this guy!" He's just having a full meltdown.
Your friend was already a bird.
A little bird! A little bird! You turned my friend into a little bird! He was a big bird!
He'll probably get better. It's fine.
Ah!
What is happening? What is happening? Talk to me, Eli.
We're fighting. I don't hear anything else. It's red.
So we heard her yelling that he's turned into a little bird.
Absolutely, you did.
I'm just gonna try and break up the fight. Probably useless, but I'll try.
Well, it's
Okay.
Eli. He's little. You can probably get him off.
I'm a weakling though.
And at the moment, Pavo's little too.
It's true.
Well,
I'm
as
just
Alara tries
focusing
to break him up, I'll try and grab Pavo.
What?
I will lean against the wall and get a snack out.
Well, I'm just trying to get him away from this.
We are
Things
so
have really
dysfunctional.
escalated out here.
All right. Well, so as Alara bursts into the middle of the entire scene, Eli, you let go as Lucy steps back a little bit. Pavo still floating in front, or flying in front. Your wings all of a sudden kind of clamped in front of you as two familiar hands kind of wrap around, bringing you closer to a chest. You look up to see what you believe is Trix, based on this strange perspective that you have right now.
Oh,
I'm gonna look at his face like real closely to see if I can like see that it's Pavo somehow. Like,
Wait, Pavo, if you
are you
actually
in
end
there?
up forever
Pavo?
being a small bird, I am so sorry. Not my intention.
I'm gonna call his name just to see if he responds somehow.
Pavo,
Pavo?
how would you like to respond?
Back at her hand.
Somehow
I just
the
drop
bird.
him and I say, "Yep, it's him."
Somehow the bird that you're holding onto has furrowed its brow more so than any other bird that you've seen before. As you let go, it begins to fly away once again, landing on the perch right by the building.
What is happening? Why? What is going on? Lucy, what did you do?
I didn't do anything. I was just trying to check in on you guys and make sure you were okay.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And then
you
these
left-
two
I
stepped
remember
in
that.
front
You
of
left
me.
me there.
You said that you were starting to hope that they were dead, you liar.
That was after I got knocked to the ground by your bird
He
friend.
did say that.
Lucy, why would you
Wow.
say something?
I said it
so
out of
mean?
anger. I didn't mean it.
Why were you angry?
I was just trying to go and check on you. And
Uh-huh.
your bird friend tripped me
Uh-huh.
to
Where
the
is
ground,
Bravo?
and Eli called me ugly.
I didn't.
Well-
None of what he is saying is true.
I mean,
None of it.
That is absolutely
Eli.
true. Look at the mud. Look. There's a perfect imprint of my body right there. Look at that Slim Jim.
Yeah.
okay.
Pavo tripped him and held him to the ground because he was trying to get away. He was being shady. At first he was
Trying to
standing
get
by the
away?
bar. You did try to get away.
I
You
was
tried to
trying
get away,
check
and
in
we
on
said,
Alara.
liar. You were trying to figure out if your ass is in trouble because you screwed up your mission from whoever is in this
Which I
crime
will remind
syndicate.
you is completely
Uncle
your
Darius.
fault.
Oh, is it Uncle Darius?
Yes.
Uncle. I give him a weird look. What the hell happened in there?
When you left, did you hear the door shut?
No. I was not
I'd
aware
like
that
to do an
happened.
insight check on that. I don't know.
I don't think you need to do an insight check. I would say that Lucy, really frazzled with everything that was going on, really wasn't paying attention and was more interested in just storming out.
Okay.
He doesn't
Fine.
care about any of us.
Okay,
Vibing
so
like a
let me-
16-year-old
let me
girl.
Let me get this straight. You're telling me that Pavo is now this parrot thing, and the parrot attacked you and pinned you to the ground.
He wasn't.
You're complaining.
He wasn't a parrot yet.
Mm-hmm.
He was Big Pavo, as we know and love him.
Reaching as loud as I can, flapping my wings.
Don't worry, Pavo. I'm telling her. I got it.
I'm
Now-
gonna go get Pavo. I want to put Pavo on my shoulder.
Okay.
Humiliating as it is, I'll go along.
For the record, I'm sure that Pavo is going to be fine and that he will revert back to his normal self in no time. Hopefully,
Okay.
while he's still on Eli's shoulder, because I would love to see that firsthand.
I'm gonna. Can I lunge at him? Is anyone behind me holding me back?
Oh, I'm in between you. I will.
Yeah,
I will
Alara's
start
in between you guys
lunging.
right now.
All right.
Eli. It's okay.
Hothead.
Look, I'm okay. I almost wasn't there. It was I don't know, something overcame me, and I was able to persuade this guy. Basically, we're friends now. So there's that. He kind of wants us to do a job for him, which we can talk about later. Basically, Lucy, I'm in the guild now because you suck. So just want to let you know that we got your job, and we still have the daggers. See?
Lucy just narrows his eyes at Alara.
Eli will calm down.
Yeah, see, Eli, we got this.
He'll like
It's fine.
fix his shirt.
Yes.
As
looking good.
tension begins to settle, the adrenaline not running so high anymore.
Except for Pavo.
Suddenly, Pavo bursts back into his regular
Oh,
size
no.
as he falls down directly on top of Eli, now sitting on top of him, essentially.
To get up and help Eli up.
Eli will try to be like the most composed that he could possibly be in that situation.
Lucy tries not to laugh, covering his mouth, and just snot shoots out of his nose.
Is Lucy within 60 feet of me?
Here it comes.
Oh my God.
Lucy is
I knew
in
I'd pay
60
for
feet
this.
of you. He's
I'm in
about 10 feet of
between.
you.
I'm in
I'll go
between.
around you. I'm gonna go and try to deck him for what he did.
Whoa! I'm gonna try and stop this from
You can
happening.
try all you want. He turned me into a damn bird. He's getting at least a punch.
Oh boy.
Okay, so go ahead and make an attack roll at disadvantage as Alara is focused on stopping you.
Use my inspiration.
You can.
At disadvantage? Alright, nah. Alright, so 7 and a 6, so 13.
Lucy, what's your armor class?
It is 13, so that hits, yeah.
All right, so duking and dodging out of the way of Alara for a second, you swing around and able to land a shot directly on the jaw of Lucy. Go ahead and roll damage.
7.
All right. Lucy, you
7
take
damage?
a
Oh my
large
God.
thump on the side of your chest, or on your chin.
I'm unconscious. I'm just kidding.
Oh my god.
Oh, that would have made my day.
I know it would have. So, all right, I'll give you that one. I deserve that. I deserve that. He just holds his nose up like this.
And I'll just back off.
Okay. Pavo, you're good?
For now.
We good? We good, big man? We good?
Okay. No, not you, Lucy.
No.
Making sure Pavo's okay.
It did feel good though to hit him.
He's fine.
Yeah, he deserved that. I did the right thing and tried to stop you, but I don't feel bad that you hit him.
I don't understand you people in the slightest. You steal from me, hold me hostage, Eli, punch me,
Me?
and I deserved all of this because I hired you?
You wouldn't have gotten anything
No.
if it wasn't for our help.
I didn't get anything. I got nothing.
Well,
You
you
were
hired
so-
us, so we took
And you
our
still
payment.
haven't paid us our 4 gold.
And
Yeah.
you
didn't
didn't even
get
know
me
what you
the
were
artifact.
getting, so we can't have stolen from you.
That wasn't in conjunction of actually getting anything. You hired us for 4.
I hired you to retrieve an artifact. Once we found the artifact, you decided to keep it. Why am I
You
paying
hired
you?
us to retrieve a bauble, okay?
Yeah.
Or
So,
artifact, and I didn't know what I was
these
looking
daggers.
for. Y'all knew that before, ahead of time, all right? I don't deserve this. I don't deserve this treatment.
Then leave.
As an awkward silence stops over the crowd, you hear a small voice coming from behind. Shame! Shame on you, young man! Shame on you! You looking back, Pavo, you now see a little old lady shaking her finger at you. Hitting your poor friend like that! Come here, son. Are you all right? She kind of grabs Lucy in her arms for a moment and says, show me where the bird hit you. All right, here. Okay.
Just about
She
where
starts
the blood
kind
is
of...
gushing out.
Of course. She licks a little napkin and starts wiping it under your nose. You
see
feel
this?
all of a sudden surprisingly better. You gain 2 points of temporary hit points from the kind old lady offering assistance.
Oh.
I hope she
Yeah,
does your
you
bucket at the same time.
You see that? That's how people are supposed to treat each other.
Wow.
Yeah, 'cause
May
that's how
I
you
help?
treat people.
Miss, I
Thank
would just
you,
like
ma'am.
to say that he was very clear on the fact that we are not friends. I was trying very hard to be his friend. He doesn't want to be our friend anymore, and he was mean. So he kind of deserved it.
She takes your hand in hers and kind of holds it to her chest and says, young child, this is all so trivial in the grand scheme of things.
Well, I mean, that's
You have so short of time. Everyone should be friends.
that's ominous.
Before
Do
you
you know
it,
something that we don't, lady?
Yeah.
Well, the loss
She's old,
of
she's
most of
running out
my
of time.
friends as well as my husband teaches me that time will march on no matter what you do. It is better to find friendship and kinship rather than aggression. But I'm just an old lady. What do I know?
You
I
have
hope
a
you
lot of
work
Here.
things out.
Sound like somebody I once knew, maybe? You seem familiar. Do I recognize
As she
this
walks
person?
away, probably not. You don't know me. You've never seen me before in your life.
I like her.
Okay. That was so weird, guys. Did anyone else feel weird about that?
I feel like I need a drink.
Yeah,
You
we
seem nice.
guys, we have a lot to talk about because we now have two options for Ollie's thing that we have to deal with. But maybe we shouldn't talk in the bar actually. So basically, the uncle that is now like our best friend ever, he wants us to sort of like remove. Shoot, I need to pull the name up.
Bark.
Hornblower.
Another bird floats up on the side. Surprisingly, it's an owl that says, or a pigeon, Varkis, Varkis
Yeah.
Hornblower.
Yes, who works at the bar that we have been drinking at and staying at. Or in.
No, I don't think
No,
we've
it's
been
not the
there
same
before.
bar.
No.
Yeah,
We said it was the Greasy Weasel.
The Greasy
Yeah,
Weasel.
we've heard that bar before.
Yeah, but that's not where we're staying.
The
This?
tavern.
No?
Is it?
I thought
I
it was.
don't think so.
Oh.
So
I
then
never
we.
heard that word before.
All right, are we going back to the bar or not?
Yeah, let's go. Let's go. If he's not there, then let's go.
Okay.
Okay, so just so I know, you have the Spitting Frog, which you're familiar with, where you stayed last night, and then there's the Greasy Weasel, which seems to be Varkus's bar.
Let's go to the Spitting Frog.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll have a super quick
Come
chat.
on, team. Come on,
All right.
Lucy. You want to come with us?
Why?
I guess you owe me a drink. That's
No. No,
That's
there's
before you like
conditions.
answer, just start walking.
Hey, get back here, Lucy.
What?
Hey,
What?
Look at me. Look in my face. Look in my eyes.
Yes. You should know I was really concerned about you.
Oh
friends would've let me
my
check on
god!
Concerned about me?
Yeah, I was worried.
No, you weren't.
I was literally going to check on you.
You were concerned only for your own
Yourself.
personal gain.
It's all trivial, guys.
That old lady again. She has great hearing. Oh,
Weird. She seems so familiar to me. I don't know. That was really weird.
He possessed tricks.
I was just mocking her.
Okay, Lucy, listen. This is the deal. I don't know what your story is coming here, but now let's just start over, okay? Let's stop turning each other into parrots. Let's stop fighting each other. Let's stop this. We don't have to be friends, but we can be nice to each other. How about that?
deal. And he holds out his hand.
No, I just walk past and keep walking to the bar.
She knew I was going to do the psych thing. That's what happens. She knew it was coming.
None of the other party members pay attention to you as they all turn their backs on you, walking forward.
Go team. And I'll start following them.
You guys take a few moments. It probably only takes about 10 minutes for you guys to walk back to the familiar atmosphere of the Spitting Frog. As you walk in, it's as lively as ever. There seems to be a plethora of individuals all having a good time. Looking at the innkeeper, though, or bar tavern, or barkeeper, bartender.
Man of many jobs.
Yeah, I know. I kind of lost that one there.
One man show.
It's
DJing
not the
right now.
same. It's not the same tiefling that you saw before, but a younger man that stands behind the counter. You guys slowly make your way up to the bar rail, and as you do, the bartender rushes over to you. Oh, what can I get you for?
I'm wondering, I had this like chocolate milk drink thing. I'm wondering if you can make that, but put like a shot of hard liquor in it.
You had that chocolate drink here.
Yeah, We're at the frog place, right?
Yeah, this is the spitting frog.
Yeah. In the morning for breakfast. Actually, like 8 hours ago, I was here, and there was another dude here who helped me out, and he brought over chocolate milk.
It was-
It was like
Yeah.
white
Sure, it
and
was
creamy.
pudding.
Yeah,
White
it was like a
Yeah.
creamy white situation.
Yeah.
The young tiefling kind of looks down at the floor. Yeah, that would have been Dad. I am not good as his recipes, but I can try my best to come up with something similar. I'm sorry,
Okay.
it's a little bit of a rough time around here right now.
Why?
Something happened to your dad?
He's gone missing. My brother Rollo says that it might have something to do with something in the back alley the other night. They called the city guard, and we couldn't find him in the morning.
Your brother, the very theatrical one, right? Kind of eccentric.
You mean that one? And he points over to the side. You see the familiar tiefling of Rollo wearing a long black gown with a partition over his face, wailing away, crying his eyes out the entire time. Oh, the travesty, Papa! Oh, my God! And just is completely a mess.
Yeah, I think that's the one.
Yeah, he's not doing all right for that, but we're kind of short-staffed right now. I'm trying to manage the best that I can. We have to take care of Ma as best we can. Can I get you something else if I can't make you your chocolate milk? You say.
Okay. Well, I guess beer is just, or ale is just fine.
That we can do. That absolutely, I can help you out with that. I think there might be a seat back there for you. If you grab that, I'll make my way over.
Okay, Lucy's gonna pay for it, and I'll pat him on the back.
How do I get?
Thanks, Lucy.
Oh yeah.
All right. 1, 2, 3. So 7 of you. That'll be 14 copper pieces.
Oh, I don't really want milk. I have a weird craving for water, though. If you have water.
Get it?
Right. We got a well in the back, so we can.
It'll just be
fetch you some
6.
water.
Just be 6 then.
All right. So
That'd be
12
great.
copper. 12 copper for about 12 ale.
I'll hand it over. I'm not even gonna try right now.
Thanks, Lucy. That's really
Great,
nice
we'll,
of you.
I'll try and get my brother to bring it over, but you might see me in a minute anyway.
Okay.
Sure thing. My condolences, by the way. And I walk away.
Yeah.
Condolences. I just said my pa was missing.
All right. Yeah.
I mean, you can give someone condolences for.
Yeah, I
The
think so. He's saying
situation,
he's
right?
sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, like.
You hear a burst of wails cry out from the side as as you mention the condolences.
I meant best of luck. Best of luck. Best of luck finding your father.
Right.
Lucy,
Yeah,
I don't think
we'll,
you're helping.
He never does.
Thank you for coming back. Appreciate it. I'll get you ales over to you right away.
I'm gonna lean over to Eli, by the way, knowing full well that Eli doesn't like me. Go, I don't think Pablo likes me very much.
You think? I'm
know
still
how that
standing here in
feels.
disbelief that you just expressed what appeared to be genuine concern for another human being.
I am not a bad person. I don't know how this is coming.
All
How
evidence
this
to the
is happening.
contrary. Don't mess with me and my friends, and we won't have a problem. Okay?
Sure thing.
Cool. Now, if you excuse me, I'm gonna go have a seat so I can drink.
I'll join
It's been
them
a
at
rough
the-
day.
Join them all at the table and hand out their drinks. Or not hand out the drinks. Those are coming.
Making your way over to the to the table. You find enough room for all of you to sit down. Couple minutes later, the bartender walks back over to you carrying what looks to be a plethora of ales, 5 to be exact, as he puts another goblet down in front of Alara and says, I tried my best, lass. I tried my best. If you don't like it, I understand. I'll get you an ale, but you're so pretty. I thought it would be worth a shot.
Thank you. That's so sweet. I'll take a sip right in front of him. Does it taste good?
It's not as good as the one you had this morning. Rather bland in comparison, not as sweet. But he clearly tried his best.
Wow, this is even better than the one I had this morning. Thank you so much.
Inside check. I'm just kidding.
With inspiration.
He pushes his hair back a little bit as he lets off a little smirk, looking down towards the ground and says, well, hopefully it's as sweet as you are.
Oh.
And then turns and begins to walk back towards the other end of the bar.
Well,
So not
he's
very
a
sweet.
nice guy.
I think you have a fan.
Eli's
Yeah.
going like this. The vibe is changing.
So sitting down at your tables, or at your table, now with ale in hand, all back to your usual selves, you begin to discuss what might be the next steps forward, which we will have as soon as we finish our bio break. We're going to take 5 minutes, guys. Go ahead and grab your apple juices, your waters, whatever you care to enjoy. And we're going to be back in about 5 minutes. What we typically do, for those of you who have not joined us before, we do have a Q&A period. So if you have a question to the cast, to myself, about the characters or anything along those lines, we'll go ahead and answer as many as we can when we come back. Just a heads up, we're going to try something, a little something while we're on break. So if you get an ad, sorry about that, but we're going to try and run something like that on our break periods. So stay tuned. We'll be back. Throw your questions down into the chat. I promise we'll get to every single one of them as soon as we get back. But with that said, we will see y'all shortly. And we're back. Thank you for sticking around through the bullshit ad. Okay, so we have a whole lot of questions in chat right now that we're gonna kind of quickly go through. Has Alcor ever blessed the rains down in Africa? No, but everything he does is magic. Was Eli tricked into becoming a burglar by a wizard and a dozen dwarves? No, but there is a sense of fellowship amongst all halflings that we need to speak to. Was Ollie sent back in time to kill Jonathan Connorson, but lost his memory? That is one of the only real ones I'll actually answer. No. But Warforged is definitely part of our campaign here. We do take little bits and pieces from Eberron, so we make sure that everybody is included as much as possible. Is there a single party member in the group that trusts or like Lucy? Trusts? No. Likes? I kind of have a feeling that, aside from everything that's happened, that Trix maybe likes him.
I like Lucy. Alara likes Lucy.
I think that Alcor would also partially like him after seeing what he did to Pavo, but we'll see. We'll see how relationships progress. Eli, you mentioned a pipe in episode 1. What kind of pipe? Corncob Sherlock's big pipe for small head would be funny, and if Alcor shoots you again, you should make him turn into a panther so you can ride him for payback.
Actually, that was that time that he was a blink dog and I rode him.
That's true.
Remember
That's
that?
true.
I did.
There was there. So yeah, if I don't want to see
panther
the
is
fan
cooler,
art. I don't want to see the fan art of Eli riding Alcor, but
the pipe is no, it's not too big. I don't want to talk about the pipe yet. Just about
Okay.
what it looks like.
hey,
It's
whatever
not,
you
it's
want
not,
to
it's not
answer.
like it's not comically big. It looks appropriately sized for a halfling.
Okay. This is a great question from Vic Straws. Who's the party's favorite NPC so far?
Ooh.
It might be the Rakanish. I forget his name. It was with an R.
Raknish?
Last episode, I believe.
Rakmash?
Yeah, that one.
Ragnash,
Yeah.
Ragnash was really good.
He's up there.
I like that old lady. That's
Yeah.
a contender for me.
Moral of the story is that my party has the memory of Kiwis, so they don't really remember anything past this or last session. Other
Wait,
than,
we
other
moved
than
to the
Trips,
Dar.
I like
takes
Granny May.
copious notes.
Brandy May, because she punched that pirate in the face. That was awesome.
Respect. Well, Granny May liked you from what I can remember.
Yeah, that got a little weird. I
It
don't
did
know how
get a
that
little
happened. I'm so sorry.
And I think
That's
the
like-
last one was, why hasn't the party given Lucy a proper ass whopping like it's 1812? 1812!
I tried.
Oh my god, guys.
What?
Does
Wow.
anybody else remember what happened in 1812?
Nothing that involves
Yeah,
Canada. They didn't exist yet.
The glory of Canada. Oh my
Burn down
god.
the White House.
Vix, I
It wasn't
swear
white.
to God, you would have... Shut up. Vix, if you weren't already subbed, you would be getting your own sub gift right now for that. We do have a couple Americans within our realm of the Careful Cantrip organization, and I remind them constantly of 1812. So I'm there with you, sister. I hear you. All right. So with that said, sitting down at the table of the tavern, you all raise drinks, as is custom, for a single cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, cheers. Are we really doing it? Okay.
We don't actually have to.
I
do
was
it.
just
No, it's
thirsty
okay.
in real life.
Okay.
I was just trying to narrate something. Okay.
Sorry.
Putting your glasses down, looking amongst everybody, there is a feeling of tension within the air overall. Eli kind of darting eyes towards Lucy, Lucy darting back to Eli, looking back to Pavo with a bit of a regret on his face. Alcor sitting back with a large smile on his face.
Really?
Okay.
I'm just in shock.
Right.
I don't know, one of the snack must have been a mushroom or something because I don't remember.
As Ollie, as you take a large swig of your water, it's very strange to you. You're not very familiar with water, or any type of liquid for that matter. It feels very good though. You feel a burst of energy within yourself. You can go ahead and mark down inspiration on your character sheet, please.
Hooray. Thank you, Cherry Bombette.
That's the wrong one. And Eli, as you put down your glass, you calm down, but a little bit, feeling more focused than you had before. You too have received inspiration. Go ahead and mark that down
Ooh.
on your character sheet.
Thank you.
Looking amongst the group, there's an awkward pause for a brief moment. As the minstrel begins to play once again, one of his newest songs, Here I Am, Rock You Like a Hurricane. The bar livelies up once again, allowing conversation to flow freely amongst our party.
I am going to pull out the potion from earlier and take a look at it and see if I can have any, I don't know. I just want to check it out and see if I would know anything about it, although I doubt it.
How would you like to look at it? I'm assuming you're kind of looking at it, and from that, it's very strange for what you look at. The vial itself, every time you tip it over, the liquid always seems to be at the top. This strange, vibrant yellow, translucent liquid.
Yeah, I would just kind of tilt it and see is it viscosity? Is that the word? Of it, and then I want to...
It's got a little bit of legs to it in terms of the viscosity to it. It runs down a little bit more oily than anything else.
I will pop the cork off, and I want to just give it a little sniff.
You try your best to kind of tip it over so that the liquid doesn't pour out as you give a sniff to it. It's a very light scent. It gives off an air of dust with a little bit of what you can best describe as summer breeze.
Ooh, that's a vibe I want to be on. I'm gonna put in my drink and then take a sip.
Gonna make you float? I wonder
know.
if this is
We'll
gonna make
see.
you float.
As you pour some into your drink and maybe take a little swig at the same time, the rest of our companions all watch as Eli hiccups for a brief moment before his legs seem to become more heavy than his head. He begins to rise up from his chair, upside down, as the rest of the bar, it's almost like a wave effect as just centered around everybody starts to look at, and then it emanates throughout the rest of the bar. Eli, for the next 2 hours, your gravity has been reversed, as you now can only focus and walking on the ceiling.
Oh my god.
The room stops for a moment, everybody looking up at you as you kind of look down upon them. It's very jarring. Very, very jarring.
She's
but
been
it seems like...
Wow.
Ta-da! Just say it in the bar.
I will
make
just
make a performance check, Lucy.
Okay.
I'm not even doing it. Okay. 17.
Wow.
That's the only good
17.
roll I'll have.
The bar all immediately looks over to you as you finally speak. An older man standing relatively close to you, just looking up at Eli slowly. As the entire bar erupts. Oh yeah! Oh, great job! Great job! Round for this table over here. As the music once again kicks in. Eli now standing on the roof, but a mere 7 feet above you all.
I'll ask: is this what it feels like to be tall?
Yes.
Maybe
This
with
is so
vertigo.
different.
I'm just,
Not
I'm just
exactly.
wondering, is either anything Eli is losing, like money or
falling out of the
anything that's
Everything
falling his
falling out
pocket?
of his pocket.
Oh, that's a good question. Eli, high or low for your benefit?
Hi.
Surprisingly enough, the vest and the rest of the ensemble, it seems to be tight enough where it seems to be holding everything within his pockets, as well as any secrets that he might hold.
You
Eli wears a
vulture.
schmedium.
Hey, I just asked the question. That was legitimate. You're backwards.
How are we gonna talk privately with you up on the ceiling?
Well, try to pull me down. I'll reach out my arms.
I'll try and reach Eli.
I'll give Alara a boost.
I mean, is her
Well-
drink still on the table? Or his drink still on the table?
Drink's still on the table. Yeah.
Yeah, just
Oh.
pull me down, and then Ollie, you just gotta kind of like sit on me, just like half cheek me for a little while. I'll be okay.
Guys, if we all just stand on the table, then our heads will be at the same level.
Can I try
Maybe.
to throw her a rope?
No, yeah.
I got my quarterstaff I can just lift up. She
There
can
you
try to
go.
climb down the pole. Or he could...
And it's a
I
whole
can cast
different kind of
Stone Whip.
show.
All right. So what are we
Eli.
doing? Are we holding up a quarterstaff, Alara's hands, or a rope?
Stone Whip.
Corn whip.
Stop it, Elcor.
Wow.
Stop it.
All right. I think rope, because then we could tie her to something.
All right. So as you toss up the rope, well, it's not really a toss; it's a handoff, but a little bit of a toss upward as Eli grabs onto it. He quickly wraps the rope around his stomach as you
Eli
begin
balloon.
to pull him down. For a brief moment, though, to the rest of the party, you realize what an Eli-sized balloon would look like.
Catch the rope and run outside.
You,
No!
Don't you dare.
holding on Eli and wrapping him around the chair for a brief moment, Ollie. You hold Eli into place, although he seems to hover just slightly tilted on his chair.
I'll just sit like awkwardly, and I'll be like, "Thank you."
Such a disaster.
I'm sure it'll wear off eventually.
I
Yeah,
hope so.
it will. It will.
It feels kind of nice.
So
That was
what
the
did,
nice way not to attract attention to the group. Like,
Yeah.
Sorry.
what did Darius talk to you about, Alara?
Well, it got a little bit scary there for a second. But then we made friends, and he wants us to do a job for him, and he asked us what we wanted. So I told him about Ollie's condition, and he said that he could get a scroll to heal Ollie for us if we get rid of the other barkeep, the Varkus Hornblower.
Marcus Hornblower.
He didn't say how we had to do it. We don't necessarily have to kill him or be mean about it.
Yeah,
But-
he did say. I mean, my main concern was that this guy is a good guy, because you made Darius out to seem to be like really bad. Like
I
bad.
wouldn't say he's bad. He's shady. He's
Okay.
definitely shady.
Usually, you don't get on a shady guy's bad side by being a good guy. We could check it out.
Yeah, I mean, he did say that everything would be fine if we didn't come through. So the only thing that we would lose is the scroll for Ollie, which he did say that Ollie doesn't have that much more time.
A few days.
Yeah. So that's faster than we thought, because it's only been a day. It's only been a day.
Well-
Really, we were supposed to have a week.
He could also just be lying to you
yeah, so we get the job done
to
faster.
get you to get the job done faster.
We could, but do we want to risk, if we end up,
No.
I'm just saying, if we end up doing the job, we should probably do it quickly. Just in case. Lucy, are you going to help us?
I'll go with you to meet with the guy. That's
Okay.
all I'm on board for so far. This seems like an
Okay.
easier job, and maybe he'll let me in to the guild
Yeah.
if I help out on this one. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe he'll see how much potential you have. I mean, I just talked to him for like 5 minutes and he saw how much potential I had. So,
If you help me out with this, perhaps I can give you this spear that I got from one of the guardians. Maybe that will get you entry into the guild.
Why,
That is an outrageously
Deal.
generous
Ollie?
offer, Ollie.
No.
I hush everyone else around the table. I say deal.
Right now, this spear would be worthless to me if I got turned into a fish.
I hate to say it, but he's right.
Yeah.
We could use all the help we can get.
I like him.
True.
See that's I like this one a lot. I give him a pat on the shoulder.
I want to look around. Is Rayu here by any chance? I feel like we need more information, or we need another perspective on this Vocus guy.
He's starved to death. We didn't feed him.
He had dinner last night. He's fine.
He's been fending for himself.
Technically,
He'll
that
be
was
fine.
this morning.
Yeah.
Oh. He's
That's
good.
right. We haven't rested yet.
Yeah.
We really should make it a priority to sleep tonight. Just saying, guys. Knowing our group. No shiny baubles in the middle of the night, okay?
But tomorrow we should make haste, because soon I'll be sleeping with the fishes.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, I'll down my ale.
I've heard more puns in like the 3 sessions I've done with you guys than I've heard through my entire adult life.
You know what's cool though? Like, in all fairness, why I love this group so much is the fact that I can literally sit back and watch you guys as an actual viewer and be like, man, I can't wait to see what happens next. This is just crazy.
That's always good.
I love
Chaos.
these people.
So about what time of night is it right now?
At this point, it's probably the equivalent of 10 o'clock at night.
Oh, okay.
While this entire conversation has been going on, Trick sitting at the end of the table, you're more exposed to the rest of the bar area. What's your passive perception?
My passive perception is 12.
Okay. As you're sitting there listening to everything that's happening, you hear, or you see and hear 4 passers-by. They have relatively light armor on them. You, just by a quick glance, you can see a few weapons by their sides. As they're walking by, you hear them utter the phrase, "Well, we just need to go speak to Vocus's woman now, don't we?" They continue to walk onward as you lose track of what your companions are saying for a brief moment. Following them down the aisle, they don't seem to be... They find a seat relatively close to you, probably only 3 tables down.
Okay. I will get up from my seat and I will go over to them and say, I heard you talking about Varkas. And just wait for them to say something.
The rest of our heroes seem to be too preoccupied in discussions to even notice Trix leaving for a brief moment. Trix making her way downward with ale in hand, casually gives a smile towards the table, and speaks as she does. They immediately hush up for a moment and look at her and say, "Never heard that name before. No idea what you're talking about."
My mistake. And I walk away. And go back to my table.
They turn back and continue on their conversation.
I will
So-
actively eavesdrop. If I can. From here.
Make an investigation check for me.
11.
You hear bits and pieces, though it's relatively difficult just for the sake of the noise that's happening throughout the tavern at this point. You hear something about Lady Velvet, tonight, and poker game.
Alright.
So,
Well, guys.
if there's anything else anyone would like to do,
Hmm.
I'm gonna need somebody to carry me upstairs,
Do we
And,
still have room?
Sure.
tie me to
No,
something.
wait, Alcor, don't
Wow.
go yet.
Turning into a different kind of night.
Hey, I want to
I
walk
didn't even
around
eat
with my balloon
that.
Oh my god.
before it wears off.
Who's sleeping with Eli?
I think maybe Ollie would be the easiest because you can just like put your foot on the rope and kind of tether me. in
We'll just
one-
tie you down to
Alright.
the bed.
Wait, have we
I'll
secured
pour.
rooms for the evening?
All
I
of
can
us
already
so
see
see
I'm
Eli.
just going to step in for a quick second and say that you guys have only paid for one night's room.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
Didn't pay for it.
Shoot.
We have to pay.
Lucy.
I have to.
No,
Oh,
don't
no,
that's
no,
mean.
no, not again.
What do you mean that's mean?
Why do we all pay for our own rooms?
Fine.
I think it was
I can
two.
already see what this episode is going to be called. Birds in bondage.
Joke's on you. I already called it a night to remember.
There you go. So,
Night to Remember featuring Birds in Bondage.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I think we
What do
need to
you-
put that mature rating on there, but okay.
okay, so did he say that the Greasy Weasel is a inn or a bar or
He said it was a tavern.
a tavern? Should we check to see if they have rooms there?
Ooh, that's interesting.
He may be more willing to talk to someone who's a patron rather than a stranger.
God. I'm
Point.
just so scared we're gonna go there and then just be thrown into a crazy mess and none of us have slept yet. But I don't know. Maybe I'm just overreacting.
Why
I
don't
don't
we-
even know
If
what
we're
to think.
just customers for right now,
So is this considered what we done like a short rest?
yeah.
Yeah, so desperate.
I still have a bloody nose from Pablo punching me in the face.
Yeah, I would say that you have an hour.
Just for spells, I don't care about
We
that.
could we could just sleep and then go there and be patrons of food and drink.
Okay.
Also an option.
And
Yeah,
say
but
we want to
what
stay
if-
there even
no.
for tomorrow night,
Yeah, but
even
what
if
if
we don't want to.
what if the plan that we come up with requires him to have never seen us before? Why don't we just go to the place that we went yesterday?
Here?
That's where we
We're
are.
here. Okay,
are
so then yeah. Why don't we just stay here? We're here.
It was just a thought.
That potion's really getting to your head.
That's where I thought we were. That's why I was confused where we were talking about moving at all. You guys want to do like recon?
Well, Lucy was saying he might be more amenable to talking to us if we were patrons.
Well,
But
we could be
I
patrons
feel like we need
tomorrow.
to be rested first,
Yeah.
maybe.
I mean, I don't have gravity at the moment.
Yeah,
So-
that will also
It's
Yeah.
also
be
true.
weird.
If that rope snaps and while we're outside walking between taverns, it could be a problem.
I'd get 'em.
Oh, that's true. It's so helpful to have someone that can fly.
Can we please have some character art of Pavo holding Eli like a leash as they soar through the skies together? That would be amazing.
That would be amazing. All right. So sure. How many? What we'll need? What? 3 rooms altogether?
Pavo and Ollie don't need a bed.
Nope.
Okay.
And
I don't sleep laying down, so.
I preferred a room with Alcor here.
Come bunk with me. Buddy.
I don't trust this one watching me sleep. That's.
But we
I'm
still
fine
need-
with that. I feel like I
3
should be with
rooms,
Ollie
right?
anyway. Yeah.
I'll pay for me and Alcor's room.
Okay.
Okay,
All
I'll
right.
go.
Tricks.
Never pay.
I got
All right,
this.
I hand over. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh.
I'll pay for.
half of the room share.
I'll pay for the room that Eli's staying in and I'm staying in. She seems to be a bit tied up at the moment, so or he seems
Oh
to be
God.
tied up.
How much are the rooms
You
each?
you call the barkeep over as he walks over and says, "Oh yes, is there anything else I can get you for the night?"
Sorry, we didn't get your name.
My name is Davos.
Davos. All right, Davos. We'd like to pay for rooms for the night, if you don't mind.
Absolutely. I'd let's see. I don't know what my dad charges. We'll say for the 7, 3 silver. Is that good?
Sure. We're just getting 3 rooms.
Right. So 3 silver. A silver
For
a
all
room?
3? Oh, okay.
The last time we paid 9 copper, I remember.
Again, I'm not sure if you say it's 9 copper. Are you sure?
I'll
you
just
sure?
pay the 3 copper. You've been nice to us.
3 copper?
Or
3
3
silver. He said 3 silver. I'll
3
give
silver.
I'll give 1 silver so he doesn't have to pay everything.
All right, I'll
I mean,
pay
the
two.
guy's dad is like kidnapped, so
Yeah.
Well, I'm paying for me and Alcor, so. I got
Okay,
that
I'll pay.
one.
So
Wait, are you paying the
Ollie,
silver?
Lucy, and Eli deduct 1 silver each.
Okay.
I really appreciate it, and tell you what, I'll bring you another ale. How about that?
sure.
Sure.
That's amazing. Thank you.
Great. I'll bring the keys over at the same time, and he scurries away.
Okay.
I look over at Eli and I say, really haggling with a guy who's just lost his dad.
Oh.
Listen, you never know when that money's gonna come in handy. We needed 1,500 gold for Ollie. Don't judge me.
Guys, I'm feeling like there's a lot of tension in our group. I feel like we should just, I don't know, Pavo, you meditate or something. Maybe we could just, have a group hug or a group high five or something, just come back together instead of fighting each other.
I'm
Really,
just gonna walk away to my room.
Yeah, I
Fine.
Just stare at you.
here, Eli. I'll assist you in getting to your room, and I'll untie her and I guess float her along. Him.
Much
Sorry.
appreciated, Eli or Ollie.
Thank you, myself.
Pats himself on the back.
As you guys continue to chat away, Trix, you notice that the 4 individuals have now stood up after their drinks, making their way back towards the front of the tavern. You hear one of them say as they pass, "All right, boys, we ready to do this?"
Oh no.
As it continues to walk forward.
We never get to sleep.
We We never heard it. We never heard
We never heard, so we don't know what they're doing.
A lot on tricks
Where
right
are they
now.
going? Where are they going? Are they?
seem
Where
to
are they
be
walking
leaving,
towards?
They seem to be leaving the tavern.
Is there a way that I can follow them without them knowing? Can I just keep a good distance?
You could certainly try.
Do we see her leave this time?
Hang on a second.
Okay.
I feel like this is a
Do
job for
you
Eli.
want to follow behind?
I want to follow them. Are you talking to me?
Okay. Yep.
Sorry. Yes, I would like to follow
Okay.
them and keep like a big distance.
Okay. So the 4 members continue out the front door. You abruptly stand up without saying anything to your party members and walk outside the tavern.
Okay, bye,
and-
Trix.
Is that the
I
shiny
just ignore
bauble I
them.
was talking about earlier, or should we just ignore that?
I mean, I am in no situation to do anything about it, so.
Before Trix leaves the room, I will mind link her. That's it.
Okay. So as she's just about to pass through the threshold, you create your mind link between the two. Trix, you have a strange sensation that reminds you of your mind shard, but a little less intense as you hear a voice ring through to your mind. Alcor, what would you like to say to Trix?
I'm like, if you need some help, just let me know.
Can I respond in this mind link?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
She continues outward. I need you to go ahead and roll a stealth check for me, please.
That is a 23.
23. You follow the group for not more than 4 blocks before they enter into the back door of a relatively lively building. Outside, you see lanterns of deep shades of red and banners of velvet wrapped around it.
They're outside or they went inside?
They've gone inside at this point.
And does this place have a sign that I can see?
Make a perception check for me.
Okay. Uh, 6.
You are it seems you're situated at the back alley of the establishment. It doesn't seem to be any signs that you can readily see.
Okay. Sorry, you said they went inside or they're still outside?
They've gone inside.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to cast Disguise Self on myself and turn
Okay.
myself into a human man.
Okay.
I just don't want them to know it's me since I've already talked to them.
A small whoosh of air seems to kind of streak by you for a moment as you transform into not an elderly man, but a middle-aged man, probably in his midlife, relatively well-dressed in terms of your facade, walking around the front as you don't seem to be able to open the back door when you try. You now see a sign labeled out front, Lady Velvet's. And as you walk into a very smoky den that seems to be adorned with beautiful and lavish furnishings. The patronage is clearly divided into two, one being of scantily dressed ladies and men, and very well-dressed other patrons.
Okay. I'll head over. Can I see the people I was following? Can I walk? I'll walk around towards the side of the well-dressed people and see if I can see them anywhere.
Kind of trying to immerse yourself within the environment. You look around and you do see the individuals that you were looking for. They seem to be sitting at the bar, having a few drinks.
Okay, I'll go up to the bar and I'll order myself a drink.
Okay, so sitting down at the bar, relatively close to them, you order yourself a drink, and as you do, they seem to be speaking more of tonight's escapades, talking about a lady named Nico.
Okay. All right, I'll chill there for a bit and just drink my drink.
Okay, so staying at the bar within the Lady Velvet's Tavern. The rest of the group, you have gone back over to the bar at this point. Paid your wages, and you have keys for the remainder of the night.
Take the room key for Trix since she's gone.
Okay. So, each of you eventually making your way up to your designated rooms. Is there anything else the rest of the party would like to do for the night?
Wait, which room am I in again? I forget.
I believe you're with Ollie.
Oh, okay.
And me.
Yeah, and Eli.
Alright.
Which means there's still a spare bed in here. If we're
Well, yeah,
not
because
using-
he's gonna be floating above it.
Well, no, because there's two beds.
There's two
I
beds.
think.
Oh,
And
there's
I don't use
There's
a
two
bed.
beds open right now.
Ah.
And you don't use a bed. And
I
I
don't
guess
use
she's
a
not using a bed.
Not
no,
for the
she
next
will
hour or
soon.
so, anyway. Yeah.
Well,
Just
we
gotta-
don't know how long you're gonna be like that. So
2 hours.
should we position Eli above the bed just in case he falls?
Yeah.
Just make sure the
I would
windows
like-
are closed so he doesn't float away.
Yeah, it ties
After
two
about
arms.
2 hours worth of time, the potion begins to wear off, and you find yourself back within the rest of the gravitationally correct individuals.
Ah, that's better. And then I go to sleep.
Okay. Most of you
Like to
begin to
find-
find your night's rest.
No, wait! Oh my god! I would like to find Alcor, okay, wherever he is, and just find if he's in his room or wherever he is, and say, hey, I don't know, I'll knock on his room. Hey, Alcor.
Okay.
Alcor, I'm assuming opens his door
Lucy
to Laura.
responds with yes.
Lucy, is Alcor in there? Can you open the door, please?
1 second, he's naked. And then I look to Alcor. I'm like, mouth. You want me to let her in?
I actually didn't intend to stay here.
Oh, he's not in the room then. Okay.
Oh, okay. Okay. He's not in there? What the fuck? Oh,
He's
I don't think
naked.
so.
Oh, wait, no, he's not
Okay.
here.
I,
Sorry.
Just take it in my room.
That
He's
sounds like
invisible.
Lucy.
I was just imagining it.
Okay.
I'll see it things.
Well, I will then spend however long it takes to try and find Alcor.
Yeah, I would like to know where Alcor is as well.
Yeah, what the fuck?
The universe is
wants
looking
to
for
know where
Alcor right now. He's not sure what's happening.
He is so elusive.
Even the universe has lost track of Alcor.
Yeah, he's lost the universe at this point.
It's like the
Alcor,
Eye of
what's
Sauron
what's
looking
happening?
over.
Alcor is going on the by the docks somewhere where there's not too much light, just to have a look at the sky.
Oh, okay. As you do, sitting down towards the docks, it's a beautiful sight for you, as it's very rare that you have these moments where the sunlight kind of cascades off the water, the moonlight cascades off the water, and you feel the entire space around you in its truest form. As you do, you continue to stare up into the stars. You find yourself losing consciousness as you begin to fall asleep under the night sky. Somewhere in between reality and dream, you begin to see a waterfall that rises upward. Your consciousness continues to push down to that area, and as you do, there seems to be a large cavern that sits below the waterfall itself. Your mind's eye continues to pull you through this dark cave, and as you do, you come across this city that is completely built underground of a dark golden color. Continuing to be reeled through this vision, you stop directly on what looks to be a household, as silhouettes of two individuals look to reach out to you with their arms extended. And for once you feel at home.
And then Alara walks up and kicks you.
Alara, you continue to search for the most part of the night. For at least another hour before trying to find your dear friend Alcor. Unfortunately, you're unable to find him.
Fucking kidding me?
Yet again.
You son of a bitch. Oh my god. Oh man.
Could it be at his door in the morning? Like,
Yeah,
where were you?
honestly, I am seriously debating sleeping in front of the door, but I guess, my God, Jesus. Actually, I knock on the door.
Knock on the door of what?
Yeah, of Alcor and Lucy's door.
I told you he's not in here.
Okay.
I know. Can I come in though?
Wow,
I'm naked.
this is
Oh,
glad we got that mature rating on our channel, folks. Oh boy.
I say sure thing, and I open the door, and I'm wearing a lovely embroidered robe.
open.
Yeah, with just
Finding
a little
Lucy
too
in
much
this
chest
beautiful silken robe that cascades downward. There seems to be the look of a dragon in the side of his satin gown, chest kind of widely bared as the robe reaches open.
Don't forget the claw mark.
Oh yeah. Pretending it's chest hair.
Wow, that is a very nice outfit you have on. This is gonna seem weird, but I have really been trying to talk to Alcor. I'm wondering if I can sleep here in his bed until he gets back.
Yeah, it's to wait.
Listen, Alara. Remember that conversation we had when we first met about you trying too hard and pushing things too quickly?
No, that is not what this is. You just happen to be in the room, okay? Wearing a very provocative nightgown thing right now.
My
That's
mother got me
fine.
this.
Okay, well, even better then. I'll just stay over here and just on the other side of the room and just wait until Alcor comes back.
Who are you rooming with?
Well, Trix, or here, I could just give you my room key.
I'll take your room, and I grab her key.
Okay, take Trix's key too. Take her key too.
I reach back, grab it too.
Thanks.
Can't wait to see Trix's expression when she walks in on-
Aggressively taking the 2 keys, you wrap yourself back up in your robe as you storm offward, Alara being left in the room. Is there anything else anyone would like to do for the night, other than Trix?
Gonna
Power
come
down
back?
into Sentry.
Is he coming back? Oh, no.
I fell asleep. I don't know.
He's sleeping under the stars.
It's amazing. I fell asleep without my mask. I'm so happy.
All right, so Trix, you have now finished your drink, as the targets of your surveillance also have. They stand up and begin to walk towards the congregation of, again, scantily dressed and well-dressed individuals, split 2 and 2. They focus on one particular individual as they begin to speak with her for a few moments before they begin to walk up towards a room of this establishment.
All right. Doesn't look like I'm gonna get much more out of these people. I'm going to I'm gonna put a tip on the table, and then I'm gonna casually walk out and just head back to the spitting frog.
Kill them. Just kidding.
Leaving back towards the spitting frog, you eventually make your way to your room, realizing that you don't have a key. You knock on the door. Opening the door seems to be
So
Lucy.
sorry.
Welcome.
Lucy now standing surprisingly in the nude in front of you.
Oh.
What the hell are you doing in my room? Get out of here!
I
Get
switched
out!
with. No, wait. I can't get out right now. I think we switched rooms. You're down the hall.
Wait,
And I
does
hand
he
her-
know that it's me?
I
I
hand her a
haven't
key.
even changed back yet.
My
I
mom
guess
gave
I
me
did.
this.
You haven't.
No, wait, that,
Did you change back or not?
I guess I did.
No, I don't know if you did. You didn't say that you did.
I'm just
Yeah,
a man in a
as
suit.
far as you know, Lucy, there's just an elderly man in his 40s now standing at your doorway as you stand nude in front of him. Typically, how you
Yelling to get out of his
I
room.
just kind of. I look the man up and down and just say, not interested, and I close the door.
Okay, I look down and then realize that I haven't changed back yet, and then I I undo my spell,
Okay.
then
Releasing the spell,
frantically
You want-
bang on the door again. Sorry.
you knock on the door again.
Through the door, just say, it's not going to happen, guy. All right? Go knock on someone else's door.
I just like. Okay. It's Trix. It's Trix. Let me in. Let me in.
Oh. I like kind of peek my eye out just to make sure he doesn't have a really good like fake voice.
Okay. Now seemingly holding a robe over top of your nether regions, you look out the door and find your satyr companion standing outside waiting for you.
We switched rooms. You're down the hall now. And I hand her the key to go down there.
You don't have the key. I have it.
I have 2 keys. You handed me 2
You have
keys.
2 keys to your room.
To your room. I gave you mine and Trix's key. You gave me your key.
Well, now
He
Trix
just-
has a key. I'm just kidding. No,
All right, so Trix,
I
go
just
ahead
sent her
and
down the
add Lucy key to your inventory, please. We'll say for the sake of the narrative, you eventually make your way to the correct room where Alara is staying at this point, and make your way within the room.
Wait. Oh.
Basically, all that happened is we switched rooms. That's it.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you want to forcibly make your way into Lucy's room.
No.
Oh, no, it's fine.
All right, not a lot of romance here, ladies and gentlemen. So, sitting now addressing Alara in front of you.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Oh, hey. Oh, hey. Sorry. This is actually Alcor and Lucy's room. I've just been trying to talk to Alcor for so long. It's been probably about 2 days, but it feels like 4 months. And he's just so elusive. I don't know where he goes anymore, you know? We
Wow,
used
for
to
a
be
time
together.
wizard, you'd think you'd have a better sense of time.
You know, time is wibbly wobbly, okay? Time is all over the place. It's very hard to keep track of. That's why people study it. But yeah, so
Like
that's
pirates.
a story. You're freaking sleeping somewhere. Yeah, so I switched rooms. I'm sorry. I totally didn't even think about you and Lucy and how that might be weird. Was he weird? Because when I came in here, he was like wearing like some crazy like robe thing.
Oh, yeah, he was naked.
Wow, I'm really sorry about that. I should have given you a heads up or something, but I don't know. You just sort of disappeared. Actually, yeah. Where did you go?
Oh, well. People were speaking about Varkas. I trailed them 4 blocks all the way to this, what I assume is a brothel, and tried to eavesdrop, but didn't really get anything out of it. So I don't know. These people know who he is. I don't know what their plans are, though.
Okay. Maybe we can go back there tomorrow or something and ask around.
Yeah, see what's up.
Yeah. Well,
Maybe
that was
know
good of
something
you.
about him.
Wow, so sneaky.
I feel a little
Well-
body shamed personally right now. You're sorry that you got to see my magnificence of my naked body.
Oh my god.
Jeez. Not that bad.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna keep sleeping here, and hopefully Alcor shows up. If you see him come in and I'm sleeping, wake me up. Don't let him leave.
Will
Okay.
do.
Okay. You promise?
Promise.
Maybe we should keep watch. No, that's probably too much, right? That's too much. Okay.
I'm gonna go to sleep now.
Okay. Right.
And I'll just hop onto the bed and go to sleep.
Okay.
Night tricks.
So, as you all drift to sleep, finding your slumber, you all sleep relatively well for the night. Waking up the next morning, feeling refreshed, good to go. Most of you make your way down to the front lobby, which is the tavern. Surprisingly, Alcor is not there at first, eventually making his way in. What would you guys like to do for the day?
I would like to walk right up to Alcor and say, "Hey, where you been?"
Sleeping? You?
Sleeping. Well, where'd you sleep last night?
Under the night sky. We did
Great
have a look
song.
at the stars.
Under the night sky? You
Yeah.
had a room. Why didn't you sleep in the room?
There was Lucy.
Oh,
Hi, Lucy!
wow. Alcor, I've been trying to talk to you. I just want to check in, but this is weird because everyone is staring at us right now. So,
Hey, Alcor.
Hey, Ollie!
Alcor.
Hey, Eli! It's kind of weird. It's not the right
it
time.
is.
Maybe later?
It is. Fine, but you have to promise me that you're not going to disappear. You have to find me.
Okay, yeah. Maybe if you told me you wanted to talk to me, maybe.
Well, this is what
I
I'm
know.
doing now.
Okay.
This is what I'm doing now. Do you pinky promise?
Again?
Yep.
God,
This needs to happen.
you've been doing this since we was like 6 years old.
I know.
Okay, I think you promise.
Okay, pinky promise. All right, fine.
Are we all watching this?
Yep.
I'm just
Well,
slowly,
they're not
like,
mind linking this time, so yeah, I would say so.
I'm just slowly chewing rations, like awkwardly staring at them.
I wanna look at Lucy, and like that can be the first thing that we're on the same page about. Is that this is definitely weird.
I know, yeah,
Is
it's
it-
weird.
Is a
It's a weird
pinky
interaction.
promise? Is that wizard magic? I've never seen a pinky promise before.
It is absolutely magic, Ollie. I'm glad you asked. Thank you.
Do I
Friendship
hear them
magic.
saying this?
You guys are all like relatively close, like within 5 feet of each other. Of course, you guys hear each other.
What has gone into Alcor? He's
That's-
so.
That's
cheery.
what happens when you're friends with Ilara for a very long time.
Yeah,
Be aware.
exactly. See? Guys, one day we're all going to be cheery, and one day we'll do a pinky promise.
So.
Like
Please
the
do.
irreversible curse.
Please do.
Yeah, one spell at a time. I've got my own issues. Maybe we should go to the tavern and see if we can find this purveyor of information, Varkas.
Yeah,
Is-
also Trix told me she did some reconnaissance last night. So
Did.
there's also that information.
Found out nothing.
Well, why don't we ask around a little bit first, someone we trust like Ryu,
I was just gonna ask where your little friend was.
our butler?
That's right, your butler.
Yeah, I don't know.
Did he tell us where to meet up with him?
Maybe he assumed that we would be gone for a longer time because we were kind of like warped back.
We could check back by where the boat let us off, where we found him the first time. Maybe that's
That would
where he
make sense.
picks up clients.
Yeah, I
Is it-
feel like
is-
it's a. Sorry, go ahead.
No, is he not in here? I thought maybe we'd like check in, see if we're in.
I mean,
No,
I'll look
it's-
around.
at this point, it's just you guys enjoying your breakfast. There seems to be a few other patrons, a couple passed out from the night before, just laying on tables, while others are trying to have a decent morning breakfast. But no Ryu in sight.
Okay. I
Well,
mean,
I'm
I
a
feel
little
like that's.
confused. When we find this Varkas guy, what are we supposed to do?
You need to get rid of him.
Yeah, basically run him out of town.
Yeah. Run him out of
Do you have a
town.
Do you have a plan on what an action of how you would accomplish that?
I think we
I
need to
can be
know
really
more about
scary.
him first.
If he's a bad person, it might change how we go about it.
That's what I mean. We need to know a little bit more before we plan anything, I think.
Yeah,
And
we
the
need to-
only person that we can go to who we trust right now is Ryu.
Great, 8-year-old.
Yep.
No.
What, to see if he knows about
Well,
Varkas?
for a
He
young
knows
kid, he
it.
does
Yeah.
tend to know a
Yeah,
lot
yeah.
about the town. So
Yeah.
He's very educated.
Mm-hmm.
he'd make a great member of the monastery.
Let's
The-
go
the-
see if we can find him.
Darius kind of said to find some secrets. Some secrets might be able to run whatever his face is out of town. So maybe if we find something about
Yeah.
it,
Yeah.
Blackmail him or something like that.
Yeah.
because I'm not down to kill anyone. I'm
Well,
not killing an
it's-
NPC for a PC. I'm just saying.
Still
I
mad
respect
about
that.
one. Again, the group is reliving our past trauma. Out of game. Okay. Is this our best lead right now, Ryu, or does anyone have any other ideas?
Let's go find the
I
boy.
think that's a good start.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a
Alright.
few things I'd like to sell too if we have time to stop by somewhere. But let's ask for you.
Okay.
You guys begin to leave the tavern, returning all of your keys back to the young tiefling's possession. It takes about 20 minutes to walk down to the area to which you originally had found Ryu. It is already quite busy, even in the morning time. It doesn't take long for you guys to find Ryu, though. As you approach, he turns to address you all. I'm so glad you guys are back. Did you have a good time in the jungle?
The waterfall was magnificent.
It was an adventure.
That's amazing. Tell me about it. Did you meet any cool people?
Yeah, we met a guy named Rekmesh, and I rode a panther.
You rolled a panther? That's so cool!
It was so cool, Ryu.
Oh. One day I'm going to be able to leave the city, and I'm going to go on my own adventures. And I hope you guys are there too.
I think you'd be really good at adventuring.
Yeah, but be mindful of waterfalls. They're magnificent but deadly.
I will not go chasing waterfalls.
Okay.
Should have known that was coming.
Stick to the ones you're
Well, you guys missed a crazy night last night. Oh my god. Have you heard the
What?
news?
We've heard the news that the bartender was kidnapped.
Yeah.
No, not that.
He
Oh.
sounded
Who cares
excited.
about the
Yeah,
bartender?
I thought it
It
was
sounded like
happy news.
good news. It
Yeah.
sounded like.
No, it's crazy. One of the merchant baron's son has gone missing. They say
That's not great.
something that has to do with the Lady Velvet. I don't know anything else about it. It's
this
so
was
crazy.
last night.
One of the
Yeah.
merchant baron's sons.
So is
One
that
of the
two people
merchant
missing in
baron's
2
sons.
days?
I guess.
Yeah, they kidnapped the son to get to the father.
No, it's I don't know if they're connected because one of them is the bartender, right?
Yeah.
That was what I don't think Ryu knows
the
about
bartender.
that one.
The bartender doesn't have anything to do with it. I mean, we're talking about a merchant baron's son. His
Still,
heir.
it's weird that there's 2 in 2 days.
Who's the
missing
merchant baron?
people.
Well, there's a lot of
Well.
crime in Trellis. It could be unrelated.
The
Yeah,
merchant
I guess
barons,
so.
they run the entire city. They're
What's
like,
his name?
sorry, the son's
what's
name?
the-
Are you talking
no,
about Tinnitus?
Tinnitus. Is that the guy who got kidnapped?
Yeah,
What's his
the son
father's
of the
name?
Lord of Barter, Tinnitus Lionhead.
Lionhead?
No, we didn't hear about that.
Nope.
Everybody's been talking about it. He's the heir to the Lionhead family dynasty, and he's all of a sudden gone missing.
Wow. That is pretty intense.
Oh,
It is.
bizarre. Listen, Ryu,
But-
do you know
Go ahead.
anything about a man named Varkas?
Oh yeah, I know Varkas.
Who is he?
He's a bad man. He's a very bad man.
Why?
Well, you got to know that information and knowing things about other people is pretty important in the city. Everybody's kind of got their secrets. Guys like Varkas, they hold that information. They use it against other people.
Are there any other bad men in the city? No, I mean I know that's an extremely vague question. I mean you're describing him as like this holder of information. Is there anybody else who's on his level, like a competitor or?
Well, I mean, there's Darius. Those two are the main ones.
And who's Darius?
That's uncle.
I know. Thank you.
He's
You're welcome.
he's probably the lesser of the two. He helps a lot with the younger kids and the urchins. Darius at least tries to help out the best he can.
Okay.
Sure, we're on the side of good.
Relative.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's bad.
So how's business today, Ryu?
Well, now that you guys are here, a lot better.
I think Alcor wants to get, she said something about getting appraised.
Oh, some stuff.
Yeah,
Can you take-
I can tell you. I can take you to the marketplace.
Perfect.
How do we
lead the
find
way.
Varkas? Wait, how do we find Varkas?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Shall we talk and walk?
Yeah, no, absolutely. You guys all begin to make your way further north towards the upper region of the city itself. You make your way towards the marketplace where all types of things are able to be purchased. But that's a story for another night.
Oh no.
So with that said, we're going to end up our episode for the evening. Thank you all who joined us for the evening. And those of you who stuck around for the big announcement. Are you guys ready for this? It's going to change your lives.
Ready.
While our special guest has been wonderful in joining us, unfortunately, he's not going to be a special guest any further. As Six of Spades will be officially joining the cast of Careful Cantrip as a permanent member going forward. You can expect a hell of a lot more of Lucy, a hell of a lot more of the time, that's for sure. So, big round of applause from our studio audience and towards Lucy. We're so happy to have you to join us. Thank you for screwing up our overlay. Otherwise we're super excited for him to permanently join us. But thank you everyone who has joined us for the most part of the evening. I'm so sorry about the whole emote thing. That's my bad. I definitely screwed up. But listen, I'm learning. This is hard. I don't know what Twitch does, okay? I'm trying my best. So, again, thank you everybody who has followed, subscribed, given bits, all of those kind of things for the evening night. But I think that's where we're going to wrap up for the episode. My wonderful players, is there anything else you would like to add?
Pablo's still on the fence about him joining, but He'll deal.
Well, if that's the case, we apparently are needed to hydrate for the remainder of the evening. So I raise my glass to all of you wonderful people who have stuck through to the end. Thank you so much. We love you all, and thank you for continually looking at our dumb faces. We're trying to make it fun for you guys, so hopefully you've enjoyed. So cheers to you.
Cheers.
Cheers.
And thanks to Infamous Bob for the Prime sub earlier in the episode.
Yes, thank you so much, and thank you for the 1,000 bits from across the streams.
What?
Your continued support. Thank you so much. Just so you all know, anything that is donated, bits, subscriptions, anything along those lines, we just plan to put directly back into the stream to try and help and make it better. So for all of you to make it more entertaining or anything else we can do along those lines. But we really do appreciate from the bottom of all of our hearts all the support that's come in. It's amazing. It really is amazing. So thank you. But with that said, we're going to end tonight's episode. And I just want to remind all of the adventurers out there, be careful, because you can trip. We'll see you in the next one, guys. Take care.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Bye.